Okay, I want to ask you a question because you are at the epicenter of hip hop culture. You have a lot of people on your show. You're immersed in it. Do you have some thoughts that you could share on the whole Puffy thing?
Oh man, just unfortunate. Very unfortunate. Without knowing, again, we hear a ton of stuff, and unless you were there, you don't know what's lies and what's the truth.
Yeah,
I've heard a lot of stuff from Kim Porter was a close friend of mine, so I heard some stuff and swirling around, and with all that stuff. But
do you believe that she had a memoir that was unpublished? Have you heard about this? That people are coming out saying that they have excerpts from it, and it really puts him in a bad light, and a number of other celebrities.
I do believe that she was working on something. I do believe that. But again, to the extreme or what detail, I don't know that. But what I do know is, unfortunately, in this situation, now Kim's gone, and Puff is in the midst of this legal trouble. There's kids. There's a handful of kids, and the twin daughters, Jessie and Delilah, I think, are juniors or seniors now. So it's just, I hope that people continue to have empathy and sympathy for the kids in this situation. And I hope they are protected by family. And, we'll have to see. That was a crazy time, the 90s. I was, a teenager at that time, but, that was.
Did you ever go to a white party?
I never went to a Puffy party. No, never went to a Puffy party or a Sterling party, luckily. Maybe I was just at home smoking weed, so I was staying out the way. But
you were with Ricky Williams smoking.
Yeah, right. Just sitting back. But again, it's unfortunate. You never want to downplay victims, but you also never really know the truth until it's out there. So, I was a huge fan of Puffy growing up and what he brought to the industry in the 90s, R&B music and the rap game, and just that whole, my life soundtrack is 90s R&B and hip hop. So, just praying for, the healing of everybody involved. And if there was bad things done, that people have to answer for that.
Right. You were mentioning before about your sons playing basketball. Do you have any hopes of future coaching in college, in NBA?
As of now, no. Because coaching, what people don't understand is coaching is harder than playing, because coaching, you never get to turn it off. As players, we go to work, we go to practice, we go train, and we can chill. That coaching never stops. And, with my family growing by the day, I actually had a few opportunities when I retired. To join a couple staffs, but, I respectfully declined just because I wanted to step away from that and be more present as a father. So, I have no regrets on that. The twins are 15 now, so they're sophomores in high school. I coach them in the summertime still, and obviously would love to find a way to continue to coach them. So I won't say never. But just currently right now, no. Although my 5-year-old just told me the other day he's ready for me to start coaching him now. So I may get started all over again. So I like coaching in the summertime, and I like coaching this AAU rec stuff because you can turn that off. But as far as once you get to college and the NBA, you never get to turn it off. And it's a full-time commitment. It's a lot of time away from the family. And that's just something I'm not willing to sacrifice at this point in my life.
Yeah. Are all your sons into basketball, or are they into
They actually are football, basketball, and baseball. The twins have stuck with just basketball now, and that's what they're going with. But, my stepkids play football, basketball, baseball, and my little man plays football, basketball, baseball. So I was really one of those fathers, though, that never pushed, and I'll use the twins as an example because I've been in their lives all the time. I never pushed them on sports. And, being in sports and now being around it, I see that parents try to vicariously live through their kids and make it a job too early. And, I had parents when I started coaching the boys at 8 years old, and my kids training 6 days a week. And I'm like, why? Does he get to be a kid? Does he get to have fun? I feel like sometimes parents force sports on kids. And I think that's the last thing you want to do because they're going to burn them out. So I waited until the twins fell in love with the game. And it took a little longer than I thought, to be honest with you. At about 12 and a half, 13, they're 15 now. They're like, Dad, we're ready to start training. Because before we'd mess around in the backyard and get some shots up, but they never trained. But they started seeing kids that they were better than get better than them because they started training and took the game seriously. So I think for about 2.5 years now, the twins have, devoted the time and energy and passion into the game, and they love the game. And it's been a beautiful thing because I've seen them just gradually get better year after year, week after week, month after month. So I love it.
Amazing.